Hey everyone, Matt Pisarcik from RazorEmporium.com with you again today for the day. The day! It's finally here. Everyone's been waiting for months, I know. I have a beard. How do you own a beard and have a shaving company? Well, that ends today, people. That ends today. And I have assembled before you all of the tools of the trade. I have everything here to take down a beard and get a great shave, and we are going to choose our weapons carefully. I am a firm believer that there's not one tool to do this job. If anyone says, you need to take off your whole beard with a safety razor or with a straight razor or with anything, I'll say, you know what? There's a whole tool. And if I'm in the bathroom, I have all these same things, so why am I gonna do it any differently than I would do it then for you now on camera? I'm gonna do it with these different tools. So without further ado, we're gonna get started. So I'm gonna kind of call today's video, yes, beard to baby face, because I'm gonna go all the way down, guys. Even the goatee is gonna go away. I don't usually do that, but beard to baby face. But also, we're gonna talk about some of the techniques involved with these tools and some of the best ways to get the best out of them. So let's get started. The first tool I'm gonna use is a tool that you guys are probably not familiar with seeing at the Razor Emporium shave bar here, and that's a pair of clippers. Now, this is not a $250 pair of clippers like our friend Daryl, the dreaded barber from last week's video, talked about, but it's a decent pair of Wall professional clippers. I was actually recommended this pair of clippers from my brother, Mike. Hey Mike, what's up? Because he uses these to cut his hair himself all the time. So that, my friends, is the sound of the end of an era. It begins now. So the first order of business is to try to take off as much hair as possible. We'll do the thing where people like to take off their facial hair in pieces so you can see me like different progresses. I could go through this entire thing with a razor, but guess what, guys? I don't want to cut myself. I have an important event tomorrow, and it's not fun to cut yourself. And why? I have all the tools here. Why hurt myself? Okay, there's Matt the goatee. You guys are used to seeing this guy. All right, there's Matt on the beat. I'm now a police officer. I love you guys out there. Yes, I'm gonna do it. Papers! Sorry, I had to. That is my beard, everyone. My beard, what was left of it after Daryl took off, probably half it last week. I'm going to offer this to the first YouTuber who leaves a comment. I'm just kidding. So I've got my face lathered up, or sorry, not lathered up, hydrated. I've just got it splashed wet. And I was gonna say that hydration is actually always the key to a good shave is hydration. This is the Pisarcik pre-post cream, the white for sensitive skin. I have probably used this product both on camera and at home on just about all of my shaves. It just, for me, is the game changer. It is something that makes the difference between a good shave and a great shave. Makes the difference between a comfortable shave and an uncomfortable one sometimes. And today, with the amount of stubble I need to remove and the fact that my face hasn't been shaved in, let's see, March, April, May, June, July, August. We're going on probably almost 6 months of no shaving, maybe 5. For our product today, shameless plug, we're going to be using the Razor Emporium Sandalwood. So this is a product we make in-house. We did a video a couple weeks ago showing that, if you guys haven't already seen it. I don't even know if I'm going to use the mug. We brought the mug up here from Pisarcik, but you guys all know I lather right on the product. So we're just going to do that. One benefit of having the nice big, I think these are 3.5 or 4 inch diameter containers is you can lather right on them. So as you see, our lather just jumps right to life. Just a few, swirls, and it's in motion. It's jumping into performance. I picked sandalwood because I like the scent, number one, and also for me, it's the easiest scent I've found on my skin. We get a lot of people out there, and if you're a beginner shaving, so many people think they have sensitive skin, and they're trying all these different products, and they want it both ways. I forgot my soul pack, didn't I? Oh well. They want it both ways. They want to have the really artisan, floral, fragrant shaving cream experience, but then they have sensitive skin and they get irritation. So they are constantly saying, oh, it must be something else. I must need a $700 brush. That's what's going to fix it. Or I must need a new razor. Or I must need this. Or I have to microwave my lather until it's scalding hot. That's the reason. Well, guys, most of the reason that you get irritation, I shouldn't say most, one of the major reasons I've found, not only for myself, but also in consulting with customers for over 10 years now, is the fragrance. It's the either the fragrant oil or the perfuming oil in the soap that's causing the irritation. So that's why I chose sandalwood, because it's easiest on my skin. So yeah. Okay. We are going to get started here. I have all these tools to choose from. I have a straight razor, I have a Shavette, and I have a safety razor. I honestly think I am going to try, I've been wanting to try for a long time, especially on camera, the Ralph Ost straight razor. These come perfectly sharp and perfectly stropped right out of the box from Ralph Ost in Germany. I love this guy, so now I get to use one on camera. And guys, it's been a minute since I've shaved with a straight razor. It's been probably close to a year. But I gotta tell you, this is great. I have used the Ralph Ost just one other time at home when we first picked it up for the store. And now I get to use it on camera, and I'm really liking it. Great brand of blades out of Germany, handmade. It's not some big factory, it's just one guy. Yeah, this is nice. My best advice, whenever you get started with a straight razor, if it's your first time shaving with it or your 100th time, you should always keep it pretty flat against your face and then just slowly start increasing angle until you feel it cut efficiently. Take it real easy. Number one thing I hear from people who are shaving with a straight razor for the first time is, oh, I get this tug sensation. It's not cutting as clean and close and easy as my double edge. Well, guys, it's a different sensation. And anyone who says, oh, it's supposed to be identical or it feels just like it, no, it doesn't. It feels different, and I think it feels nice. Some people don't like it. Obviously, if it's tugging really bad, yeah, maybe you needed to have it rehoned, but it's not going to just effortlessly cut through unless you have a lot of skill, a lot of talent, and it was sharpened really, really well. Okay, I'm going to switch over. So that was really great. I'm trying to mix up my tools here. I also did another beginner advice I would recommend is I went on the cheeks first. Some of the more complex geometry, I'm going to go with the safety razor because it's a little more forgiving. It's a smaller blade. We're talking 3 inches versus, I think this is inch and a half or something. It's not much. So this is the Rex Envoy. This is a razor we make. Not as efficient in terms of massive hair removal. I actually like the straight razor. That was just plowing through it. But I actually, I'll be really honest with you guys. I don't have a whole lot of experience shaving the goatee mustache area that's straight because I've generally just had a goatee mustache. I told our producer today, Marissa, that my goal was no blood today. Again, after months of not shaving, my skin's very tender. And I'm out of practice. So I'm trying to pull off a feet here. I don't know why we keep on getting error in the line. Sorry, I'm thinking technical thoughts here. Maybe I'll leave the other side for the Shavette. I'm gonna go just do the chin area with the safety razor. Other thing about my facial hair pattern, guys, that maybe you can tell, my goatee is really thick. So I have like a darker 5 o'clock shadow just on my chin area. It's genetic. My dad has the same thing. His dad had the same thing. I obviously have dark facial hair and kind of fair colored skin, so it's really visible. But so far, so good. Everything's feeling great. I know, I'll leave the soul patch. I can only imagine my wife's face if I went home with a soul patch. Tell her I joined Dave Matthews Band, it's 1998 again. It feels so foreign to be shaving right now. I really don't even want a weeper. I'm gonna try to go, guys, for a perfect shave. So underneath the lip, underneath your nose on your upper lip, you know, there's really no good techniques other than stretch it to make it the biggest upper lip you've ever seen. That is one nice thing about the Envoy. Again, shameless plug. It has a really low profile head, so it's pretty easy to get into tight places. You know, whenever I see these razors that have, you know, a gigantic bulbous, you know, head, I'm always kind of like, how are you going to use that? Another technique, kind of with any safety razor, especially the Rex, start on the cap and then slowly increase angle until it's cutting. Trying to get a real clean upper lip. I always think that's kind of a test if you have skill with a safety razor or straight razor, because it's always these little tiny hairs right underneath your nose that are hardest to get. Oh, I got one little weeper. Ah, man. Doesn't surprise me, especially right there on my chin. It's probably the most tender skin on my face, and it's probably the most coarse hair. So now we're gonna try. I'm just gonna try this real quick. I may abort. We may abort. Going through a lot of hair is tricky with the straight, because what happens is the blade catches the hair and wants to angle forward. And you can't have that happen, or else that's how you get cut. I may just use that to kind of take down some of the bulk. I should have got it with the clippers, but I was too busy making faces in the mirror to you guys. That's good. Well, okay. If you guys are keeping score at home, we got one weeper so far. That's not so bad. I'll live with that. Hopefully we didn't get any more. Okay. Oh, that's right. I said I wanted to maybe try using the Shavette now. So, last tool in the arsenal is a Shavette. I'm gonna grab a perma-sharp blade, break it in half while it's still in the wrapper, open it up, and load up the Holy Black Shavette. I've actually not used this before, so it's kind of cool. Get to try it out. It's really cool looking, kind of beefy, big handles. I think they're horn handles. Nice presentation, and we are gonna give this a shot. So I'm just gonna load it on these two little studs, carefully move it over, clamp it down. I'm gonna give this a shot. Oh yeah. Not bad. I think I'm actually gonna just touch up my lather real quick, guys. Yes, that was a train horn. Our studio is right next to the tracks. Next to the tracks, down in the hood. If you've been to our shop, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean, usually a shave goes pretty quick when you're not removing too much stubble, and when you're not talking on camera, it's even quicker. So between a full bearded shave off video, I have to reapply a little bit here, guys. And just make sure it's nice and fresh. Man, that is nice. That is effortless. And I am using my left hand over here. I'm going to switch over to my right hand. That is something that I would say if you're a beginner, you may not be able to do, and that's totally fine. I would caution you / recommend to you, try to practice it, even if it's just a little bit at a time, because it really does end up benefiting you, the shaver. How short is my other sideburns kind of up? Another thing about when you do a shave off, you have to reestablish your lines. And I'm actually going to stop with the Shavette there, just because I'll go with my comfort and go back to double edge. Switch directions for my neck. I think we've talked about many times, if you are a longtime viewer of our channel, you're a beginner, getting started with double edge or straight, whatever, razors, you've got to grow your hair out. You may not have to go 6 months, but you need to grow your hair out and look at the pattern. It is not always going to be down on your cheeks, up on your neck. So many guys just go in circles trying to figure out why they're getting irritation, and then you ask them if they've done a grain map or have they actually grown their hair out for more than 2 days in a row. No? What do you mean? How would I do that? And you say, well, you should do that because you may be going against the grain and you don't even know it. You may be going on your neck and you think you're going with the grain and you're actually going against the grain, and now every time you shave, you're just causing your own irritation. My neck is like a fingerprint. It is spirally. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But I've learned it after, I think I'm coming up on 15 years as a double-edged shaver. So you learn it. This sideburn I did not trim as much with the clippers. It's a little bit thicker over here. This one's a little thinner, but helps bring this down a little bit. Yeah, well, they kind of match. A little bit better. I'm pretty happy. Let me just do a quick kind of rinse off, feel around. I'm just gonna do a one-pass shave today, guys. I know that so many of you out there do the multi-pass shave, and I am thrilled it works for you. And if you're getting irritation-free shaves and BBS, more power to you. I'm honestly envious. I wish I could do that. Every time I attempt the multi, direction shave, it usually ends up with me irritated the day of especially, and especially the next day. And so I don't do it. We're gonna use, again, the matching Razor Emporium Sandalwood Aftershave Balm. And it came out really fast. It's okay, I could use a lot. I'm just gonna rub this in. That's a lot of balm. Let me grease down. I'm all greased up over here. No, it's fine. Just rub it around. Not so bad. This guy cleans up pretty good. When was the last time you saw this face? It's been a while, guys. Well, I've had a thrill taking off my beard with you. We went from bearded to baby face. We used 3 different tools, actually 4 if you count the clippers, for stubble, hair, and then stubble removal. We ended up with one little weeper. It's actually gone by now. So I'm pretty happy with the performance. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any comments about today's shave or taking a beard off or anything else, leave it in the comments below. And if you do leave a comment, you're entered in to win this, the official Razor Emporium black and blue t-shirt. We really appreciate your viewership. We appreciate your business if you're coming over and shopping with us at Razor Emporium. And share this with your friends. Like it, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you at Razor Emporium next time for all things vintage shaving. Thanks, guys.